to give you all something that you can really laugh about. I want y'all to sit back and relax and get y'all popcorn. Here I go. You know, the other day I thought about, what's going to happen if the president doesn't get reelected. I thought about maybe I should run. So I asked a young lady, I said, you think I should run for president? She said, no. And I said, why not? She said, we're going to have a fat president. What? You're going to eat up all the food in the White House. Then, all of a sudden now, just thinking about speaking on these kids, My daughter, man, I'm sitting at the table eating chicken, and she gonna tell me, why do I always gotta get the leg and the thigh? Where you work at? What do you think, you want to get a big piece of chicken? No, I don't think so. Y'all kids, matter of fact, after you get through eating, you go into bed. You be lucky to go to bed without your stomach. Speaking back here, I'm riding my car the other day. This little boy, he threw a rock at my car. I chased him down the street. If you hit me, I'm going to tell my daddy. That's what I was waiting on. Go get your daddy. I'll dump your daddy in the ditch. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to mess with Bo Dollar. Yeah. When I first came to Mississippi, I came to Moss Point. I'm walking down the street, this boy met me. He said, sir, he said, let me have $2. I'll pay you $5 back on Friday. To me, that sounded like a good deal. All right. I said, cool. So Wednesday went by, Thursday went by, Friday came. I see him again. I said, yo, man, you got my $5? He said, no, Bo Dollar. I'll give it to you Wednesday when my grandma get a Social Security check. I said, okay, man. All right, you got it. So Tuesday came. And here come Wednesday to come around again. I said, yo, man, you got my $5? He said, nah, Bo, my grandmother didn't get a Social Security check. I said, okay. You want 5 more? He said, yeah. I said, yeah. And then all of a sudden, you think about these back in the days when you're growing up. The teachers, you say something, you be bad, they be going, you got to go stand in the corner. Yeah. Okay, they made Bo Dollar go stand in the corner. But the whole time I'm setting up revenge. I got something for them. Payback time. That next morning I made sure I was the first person in the classroom. I went right to her desk. I put them thumbtacks in her seat. She said, and all the kids, they looked around and everything, and they were laughing. And then she said, who was the white guy that put them thumbtacks in my seat? And they said, Bo Dollar. I like to also speak of good, positive things sometimes. When you take a look around the country right now, you're complaining about what you don't have. You don't have this or that. I think you prefer this and that right now. If you want to go to Egypt, go to Egypt. Look at what's going on over there. The world's in crisis over there right now. Over in the United States, we're suffering from economy let down. There are 4.5 million people out of work. And then as far as the education, you get more and more bullies, killing these other kids. I want y'all to get a hold of your kids, your mothers, your fathers. Talk to them. Tell them these things ain't right. That as a people, we must unite and stay together. Bo Dollar's coming to you once again. Stay tuned for more comedy. Yes, this is for all the men that had their heart broken by a beautiful young lady. I remember back in the days, my mother told me, she said, son, if you ever get your heart broken by one of them beautiful young ladies, you know what it's going to be. And I said, nah, Mom, what it's going to be? If you know this song, sing along with me. She said, ain't no sunshine when she's gone, don't, don't, don't. And she's always gone away, don't, 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 don't. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. So I said, I'm winding up by myself. So y'all know what I was doing, right? I was sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. Ooh, I was sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. So y'all know who I wind up with, right? It was me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. It was me and Mrs. Jones. That's enough of that crap. Let's get back to the jokes, Bo Dollar. You know, I got tired of, being left by myself. So I decided I was going to get me a lady that wasn't going to never leave me. My new girlfriend, she finer than all of y'all. That's right. She's 5'4", 467 pounds. Yeah, she's beautiful. So I wanted to let y'all know I ain't got to worry about y'all coke bottle beautiful lady leave me anymore. My lady, she ain't never going to leave me. And every day I come home, she said, come on in, baby. Think of the fat baby. Think of the fat baby. Yeah, that's right. I love you, baby. I love you with all of my heart. But not when you're far. That smell run me away. I come in around and say, baby, what is that smell? I said, ooh, wee, what is that? She said, if you say one more word, you can go sleep out there on the couch. I said, God, sleep, baby. You sure know how to cut it loose on the couch? Thank you. I'm glad to go.